good, y'all, man? We are back with another video, man. How y'all doing? Y'all doing great today, bro. So we got terrifying footage of people being followed home, part 3. We're gonna get into the video, man. Jilly, y'all let me know what y'all do if somebody follow y'all home, man. How y'all gonna go about it, man? You know. Yeah, man, if you get to the video.
Be safe within our homes. But that's not always the case. Sometimes our only line of defense is to not engage at all, or at least to be over-prepared and a little extra cautious.
Hey, yo,
their attempts at safety weren't always enough, and a few of them show why it pays to be over-prepared. Today we have some disturbing, terrifying, downright awful clips of people being followed, chased, and sometimes attacked within their homes.
Oh nah, bro.
Luckily, most of these people had cameras.
That's crazy.
In some
That's
cases,
crazy.
those cameras made all the difference. You're going to want to watch to the
Oh nah,
end to
she
see
lost her
why.
mind, bro. No, she
You
gotta
won't want
no,
to
she
miss
gotta
it.
pass, bro. She gotta pass, bro.
Cornered outside the
Nah, bro,
elevator.
she gotta pass, bro. Nah, bro. She lost her
If
mind.
you're on your
bro.
way home, the last thing you want is a gun put in your face. These men clearly coming home from the
Dang,
gym had
that's
no clue what was
crazy.
waiting for them on the other side of the door. 2 robbers, as we see, come running out of their car.
No
and
way,
burst
wasn't
through the
no
door
way
against
y'all don't
suspecting
y'all
victims.
don't
The
know
2 men
y'all,
on the
bro.
inside instantly comply, quickly dropping their belongings. It's best
Man, that's
impossible to go along and
crazy.
keep things from escalating further. These men make it out safely, maybe with a bit less to their name, but all things considered, this could have gone significantly worse for them. had
Ain't no
things
way,
ramped up.
bro. Niggas you got robbed. Niggas you got robbed with gunpoint, bro. That's why you gotta have something on you like all times, bro. Like you can't be just like, you feel me, bro? Like it's 2022, bro. It's gonna be 2023. You know what I'm saying?
Ring camera catches would
You never know what's gonna happen, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be.
When it's dark outside, it's hard to be aware of your surroundings. This woman and her son were coming home later from what would have been an average day out. Nothing seemed to be amiss, and they weren't obviously followed. At least, not at first. The woman manages to lock the door, and the knob is jiggled not moments later.
What's that?
Luckily for this woman, she had a ring camera and could see a strange man trying to enter her home behind her. This was a man she'd never seen before.
Y'all be some old
but he was
white
trying
man
to force
every
entry
time, bro. I be
into
getting
her
tired.
son.
I be getting
Who
tired
is
of
it? Get out of
like
here.
you supposed to be in the
Luckily, she
crib
locked
in
the
a
door
rocking
so he
chair or
wasn't able
something. I be
to.
getting
But if she'd
tired.
been just a little slower and more forgetful, this definitely wouldn't have been a very safe situation.
Always be
Or
aware
on
of
a
your
pontoon
surroundings. Don't just
boat
jump
on
out
the
of
lake
your
or
car.
something.
Don't just assume that everything is safe and clear. You look around, see who's around.
Sacramento ring camera lurker.
Crazy.
There were plenty of reasons to get a ring camera. This man proves just that. If you're heading home, the last thing you want to deal with is someone who's decided to invade your space. In Sacramento, a man seemed to be targeting women he perceived as being alone, refusing to leave them alone and loitering outside to try and get them.
He walked up to my door after parking his car in my driveway, and he says, "Hola."
This seems to be a targeted
No
string
way.
of attacks by one individual, as he harasses and traumatizes an entire area, leaving women too afraid to even leave their houses.
I'm getting so nervous. Like, I'm afraid to go out front in my own yard with my daughter. Like, when a car drives by, I'm like, oh my gosh, is this him?
He doesn't seem outwardly
she's
threatened,
traumatized,
even in his
traumatized,
presence.
but-
He doesn't appear to be asking for anyone in
She got
particular,
PTSD.
just girls in one case.
Rosa says he asked for the girl in the house.
I can't help you. I closed and locked the door.
There have been no police reports filed, but the man in the gold Altima is being treated as dangerous. Those in the area are told not to speak or to engage with him, to simply stay away and not see exactly what he wants. Followed up 6 stories. Not everyone in one of these situations gets out safely.
This man charged with murder.
This woman was stalked up 6 sets of stairs by a man who followed her into her building and forced his way into the apartment when they went there. When the police arrived, the man supposedly used a woman's voice to avoid detection, masking the victim's screams for help. This woman didn't make it out of the altercation the way you might hope, but they did eventually catch the man. He was a
Dang.
nearby houseless individual who became dangerous after some time. Whether she saw the man follow her or realized it too late, it was still a sad
So she
situation.
didn't hear him behind
It's
her,
probably
bro?
best to stay aware of your surroundings. Just shoot a look over your shoulder before you unlock
Like, no
the
way
building
she
and
didn't
find a
hear
way
him
to shake
behind
off
her.
someone who may or may not be trying to
I mean,
follow
she
you.
didn't hear.
Disrespected man goes nuclear.
She didn't even hear
You
them.
never
man.
really know the effect you're going to have on other people when you leave a public place.
Why you
This man
did?
followed
Why you
orders when the two
why you all up on her
approached
like that, bro?
Separately, she reportedly bumped into him. The perceived slight was reacted to in an extreme way. He followed her home, as stated, and shot the woman in response. The
Shot?
shot grazed her in the leg,
It's
but her brain was
crazy.
also struck, leading to hospitalization.
He shot her,
The man
bro.
managed to get
Cause
away
he-
from the
cause he-
scene after
cause he
his
bumped
bizarre
into
fit
him?
of rage went very, very wrong.
Why would someone, do you think, get so mad over something so small?
I have no idea. You know, people just time bombs, you know, for little stuff, dumb stuff.
The truth is, you never know.
He
what
shot
the
her
turning
'cause
point
he-
will be
'cause
with
she
any
bumped into
person.
him, bro.
This man might not have been right, or he might have just needed one more thing to push him over the edge. Of course.
It had to be something other than that, like build
far
up on
over the
her, bro.
edge. Woman assaulted by stalker. You never know the kind of people lurking around in the middle of the night. They can be all manner of dangerous, or just another person. It's best to keep your doors locked and stay safe, but how do you know when you're going to be followed? CCTV catches as this man managed to not only pinpoint a home that was on
So this man parked in the middle of the street at 6. I don't know if it's 6:32 a.m. I don't know if that's the time he did it, but that's like what be wrong with folks, bro? Like,
lock, but snuck through the night to do so. The woman reported that the man worked his way into her house only to inappropriately grab her. He was easily spooked, luckily, and her screams scared him off before he could do anything else. The Nassau County woman spared no time in reporting the incident. Still, he managed to get away without repercussions anyway. Pickaxe-wielding psycho. This video starts with what seems to be your average suburban morning. No issues to be found.
you know, they
Until
are
on the back of the
they
screen,
ain't
you
like
see a
is
woman
that they
coming
front
in
yard? They front yard
all
less
over force
smooth.
into jamming a pickaxe into the front door of this unsuspecting
Bro, what's
house.
up with her, bro?
You don't get a good look at her from this angle, but she goes for a second hit. The pickaxe has enough power to shatter the window's glass, and
Oh,
from inside
what?
the house, a loud scream can be heard. That's enough, it seems, for the attacker, as the woman in the skirt turns tail and simply walks
What's
off.
wrong with her, bro?
That's not all, though, as the 65-year-old woman comes back,
Bro, nah, bro.
smashing more of the windows and terrifying the home's inhabitants.
she gotta
such as the
get
woman who was
past- she gotta
babysitting a
pass,
6-week-old
bro, nah,
newborn.
My mother-in-law.
Bro, she lost her
first
mind,
instinct
bro.
was to grab the baby. 2 seconds later,
Oh nah,
all
bro.
you see is huge shards of glass in the bassinet where she would be.
This continues
Oh,
for a few
nah,
minutes
that's
more before the
crazy.
attacker leaves. And if you
Bro, she
haven't
got-
witnessed
bro,
the
she
attack
gotta
on
get
the
dealt
home,
with,
you
bro.
likely
Nah,
witnessed
bro,
it
it's-
entirely.
nah, bro.
Once the woman is gone,
You don't just
so
do
no
that and
signs
walk
from the
away,
road
bro.
that she'd
Nah,
ever
bro.
been
You gotta
there.
get dealt with, bro. Nah, bro. That's-
Candy
that's-
sales
That's
ambush.
the shit, bro. That's it.
Sometimes it is better to just not answer your door. You want to be polite and friendly, but solicitors are not the worst thing you could handle.
A
This
candy
person
salesman,
unfortunately learned that
people
firsthand.
do that
A man
now.
with a candy box showed up in front of a house, posing as a salesperson. When the person in question opened the door, they were immediately ambushed by 3 men who came running in. These suspects were armed and dangerous and took the homeowner by surprise. The series of ambushes.
Oh nah, that's crazy, bro. So this man fake like he was a candy man, bro. That's why you never open the door, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, you never know what they got going on, bro. You never know what the plot twist gonna be. They gonna flip the script every time, bro. Half of the time, you know what I'm saying? So never open the door. And always, if you gonna open the door, at least have some type of weapon in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Preferably a firearm. You know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, be aware. Like, you know what I'm saying? No. Don't go out like this.
Footage is home
I don't want to
quickly
see y'all
found
on
that the same men were showing up across all of the houses. The last bit of footage saw the same situation as before.
So I'm guessing they ducked out somewhere back and they left for somewhere, like, you know what I'm
The way
saying?
the man seemed to be hiding from the camera, and after some time, he decided to leave. There's no question that if he'd chosen to open the door or been home to do so, he would have been attacked in the same way. It might seem like an overreaction, but it's clearly a better idea not to respond. Burglar is
That's
armed,
crazy,
but not
man.
ready. You might not love the idea of surveillance out in front of your home, but as these homeowners found, sometimes just having your eyes peeled might be enough to keep you out of harm's way. 2 men with their faces obscured walked up to the front door of this Covina home, knocking incessantly as the homeowners chose not to respond. He begins to grow more and more impatient as he's ignored by them, but there's nothing they can really do. In the camera you can see where these would-be burglars are holding onto weapons, only partially obscured by their pockets or hands. Eventually, the man in the back, serving as a lookout, decides to call the whole thing off, and the homeowner's decision to not answer the door may in fact have saved their lives.
Man, ain't no way, bro. I promise you, bro. Man, I'm telling you, bro.
Attacker in for a nasty surprise.
You gonna have to pass the nigga then. You gonna have
Most
to,
of the
bro.
time,
He gonna have to
burglars
pass,
hop
bro.
in the
I
middle
swear
of
he
the
gonna
night.
have to.
This man pulls
you're
up
not
to the
going
front
down
home
like
on
that.
the side of a major road and doesn't get a response immediately. The man knocking begins trying to force himself into the house, using all the force he can to get himself into the
Bro,
home. He
like,
throws his weight.
it's not so disrespectful to me, bro. Like, somebody trying to take something from you, bro. Like, it's not so disrespectful to me, bro. Like, I can't, bro. When I see somebody steal something for somebody, bro, like, that's not so disrespectful, bro. I swear, bro. Like, imagine you work hard. You work so hard for everything you got, and then somebody try to come take it from you, bro. Nah, bro. They gotta get. You feel me? They gotta pass, bro. They got to, bro. Like, there's no way you're not,
and
bro.
eventually
You're
does
not
barge
going down like
But
that.
investigators say he messed with the wrong mom.
Yes, he did. I will do anything to protect my family.
The woman inside, a mother with 2 young children, was scared but seemingly prepared. She pulled out her firearm and reportedly was ready to do anything to keep her
You feel me?
family safe.
That's what you gotta
the
do.
shotgun in her hand is proof of that, as she points it in his direction. As soon as he makes his way into the house, he quickly realizes his mistake and goes running out from where he came from.
He was running for his life, and he kept looking back and making sure that I wasn't gonna just shoot him in the back.
What stopped you from
Goofy nigga, bro. Like, that shit
The
goofy,
woman didn't
bro.
want to be identified,
He's
but
so,
claimed to not have been
man.
there long, and the man
He's
was
so
likely
goofed out,
looking
bro.
for someone else or even the previous person living there.
Bro,
The man
nigga trying
ran
to
away
take
with very
something
little
from
footage
you,
of
bro.
him
That's not
and
so
attacked
irritating,
identifying
bro.
him.
Like,
Footballer
shit
attempted to
dead,
force
on
that
God,
charge.
shit dead, bro. You're not taking shit
This man
from
seemed
me.
all too ready to force his way into the home. If you don't know, this is footage of the former Seattle Seahawks player Richard Sherman. He quickly tries to force the door open, and when it doesn't immediately come through, he
That is
waits
Richard
for them to
Sherman.
come through, presumably to get him out.
I think they
For
touched
a
on
little
this
more
before.
context, this was his father-in-law's house, and Sherman himself
I feel like I heard it was like more to the story, but I don't really know about all that, so I don't know.
was drunk and belligerent. He was arrested for his behavior, but things didn't go down quickly. They needed to use force and a canine to get him under control. Though once in custody and facing domestic abuse charges, he calmed down considerably. This episode seems to have been sparked on his mental health journey, as his wife told police he'd been on antidepressants and was receiving mental health counseling at the time. This is a whole minute or so of the ex-footballer trying to force his way into the home, the family inside likely terrified for their well-being at the time. How would you have responded?
Shoot, now he on ESPN now. He was on ESPN the other
At this
day.
point, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel? We upload 2 new creepy, disturbing, and downright scary videos every week, so stay up to date
Crazy,
with our latest
man.
releases by getting those post notifications. If you enjoyed this one, we have plenty more for you on the channel, so you don't want to miss a single one. Dramatic home invasion sparked safety concerns. This violent robbery was broadcast across the country, striking fear into the upper middle class neighborhood.
The harder we make it, the less of a target we are.
The robbery went on as many do. Multiple men come up to a door with weapons, forcing entry into someone's home. However, the young woman in front of the door was an accomplice. As she approached the house looking for help, seemingly, she gets the door open just enough that it would be difficult to react in time. She quickly signals
It's the same thing happened with the Candyman song, bro. Like, man, I can't, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
to the attackers hidden behind her in the
Can't
dark,
do
and they
it.
ambush the home together. This sparked
Nigga gonna have to-
safety
nigga gonna have
concerns
to
as
see
nearby
everything
families
right
began
then and
worrying about
there,
their
bro.
own safety, whether
Not
they wanted to
going down
harm and
like that.
protect themselves from
Swear.
within the house, or if such a weapon would be helpful for
Can't
them.
go out like
If somebody's
that.
going to come in and do me harm, I wouldn't want something less lethal. I'm going to want something that's actually going to stop them in their tracks.
Little information was known about this attack, as most people are obscured or difficult to make out
It
in
was
the
a
darkness.
kid that been in
On
too,
night
bro.
calls, maybe don't open your door.
But hopefully I like the video, bro. Now this is one of the crazy videos I've ever seen, bro. Like people, like especially that lady who like broke glass, bro, and then that man with the red shirt on, like literally trying to break into somebody, like oh, still like bro, like I don't understand, bro. But hopefully you guys like the video, man. Yeah, bro. See y'all tomorrow, man. Dang.